everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori from Mountain Momma Living, and today we are doing some DIY botanicals. I know this was a hotly requested video. Hotly, I don't even know if that's a word, but anyways, I started making my own items, toiletries and anything I could. Probably 10 years ago, I just wanted to experiment, see what I could make with some everyday kitchen objects, and then I kind of expanded my knowledge and realized that there are products out there that are made just for this. So I keep a few of these products on hand, and I will have everything typed out in the description box down below. I unfortunately cannot figure out the new link system with Amazon Associates, so check back on these videos. I did link some of the apothecary jars. I do not receive a commission from that because I can't figure it out. But anyways, you don't have to put these in fancy jars or anything. Honestly, a mason jar works. If you can keep it in glass, that's the best way to do it. We're going to do some body butter, shampoo, body scrub, and then we are also going to do some shave cream. I have made everything from toothpaste, homemade insect repellent to lipstick. So I'm all across the board when it comes to creating my own items. And what drove me to do it in the first place was the ingredient list that I was seeing. I'd say about 10 years ago, I started reading the back of labels, which is, something I never did prior to that. Something that I guess it just wasn't taught to me. So I started doing that because I wanted to know what was in what I'm putting in my body, whether that was food, cosmetics, even air and things around my environment. So I got a little into it. We shall say I got a little into it, but it was eye-opening. I started studying some of the items that are in U.S. products, and it's scary. It was really scary for me knowing what these ingredients could cause. And we all know I love to try and eat clean as much as I possibly can. Being plant-based has been a journey, and I understand that it's hard to just do it overnight. I understand that because I did do it overnight. I became vegan overnight, and then I didn't throw out what I already had, but I used it up and I said goodbye to it. I never used those products again. I'm a firm believer in what you put in your body affects you mentally and physically. So if you are going to feed yourself and your family junk, they're going to act like junk and they're going to feel like junk. So I get it. I am a busy mom. When things are easier, they're easier. Yes, go to fast food if it's easier for you and your mental health. But I will say this, if an ingredient causes disease and I am aware of it, I do everything in my power to avoid it. And you'll make yourself crazy trying to figure out what ingredients cause what. But I encourage you to start looking at the back of your labels and seeing what are in these products. You will see in the United States there are a lot of filler ingredients that are added to our products. I'm not exactly sure why. I have a hunch, but I'm not going to go into that theory here on the channel today. And with that comes everything else. I have issues with the portion sizes that we eat, the amount of products we consume. I am a consumer. I have been known to hoard products, multiple bottles of shampoo, multiple bottles of body butters and makeups. I get it. I get that it's fun to play around, but I'd say about maybe 6 to 7 years ago, I vowed that I would try and do packaging that is better for the environment. So essentially minimalizing my products that I use as well. Of course, a fresh face is the best face in my opinion. No makeup, no fillers, nothing like that. But it is fun as a woman to play around with products. And I wanted to find creations in my kitchen that were going to be minimal ingredients. That was really important to me. I'm really into products that can go into many different recipes. So I have everything typed out in the description box, and that's kind of like my arsenal, what I have on hand in my apothecary. We have shea butter, we have mango butter, we have coconut oil, we have vitamin E oil, jojoba oil. There are just, I mean, across the board, there are so many different things that you can keep on hand that you can put into different products, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take you through, show you how I make everything. And like I said, everything will be listed down below. If you are new here, hi, hello. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Tori. I am a wife, mother of two. We live in northern Colorado. I teach elementary art for now, and I try and do everything on a budget. So about 10 years ago, like I said, I got really into creating everything on my own, with my own hands, with products that I can grow. And it's just been such a life-changing decision that I made, and I'm so passionate about it. I started sharing. At first, I was nervous to share. You get a lot of negative feedback. You get called crunchy, or I've been called a countercultured hippie by family before. But you know, you just keep going. If you know in your heart that it's making yourself feel good, and you know that it's doing good for your family, then I feel like you should be able to live your life without someone caring about it. But anyway, I'm going to get right into this. I will voice over what I am mixing together. Of course, if you are allergic to any of these ingredients, let me know in the comment box and I will find an alternative for you. This is personal to me. This is what works for me. This is what works for my skin. So you have to play around with it. You're probably not going to get it right on the first try. So I digress, but we're going to get right into this video. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that subscribe button if you have not, and let's go.
First up on the list is body butter. This takes the longest because you do have to set it in the freezer for around a half hour. So I have all of my ingredients kind of pushed together here. You will see that I go back and forth from what ingredients that I'm using, but you are going to need some sort of glass vessel. This is where your oils are going to double boil. So on the side, I do have some boiling water. And then, of course, I have some of my oils set out here. I do have some jojoba oil, and then I also have some mango butter. I get all of this on Amazon, or I get it from a local apothecary in Boulder, Colorado. I do have some lavender and sweet orange oils. Sometimes I pick these up at Sprouts. They're not my favorite oils, but I'm just using them up. And then I have some coconut oil as well as some Indian healing clay. Now the clay and the mango butter are going to combine to make this a non-greasy eucerin. So I use this all the time when I get out of the shower. And of course you are going to need a vessel to put this in. This actually makes one large vessel, one medium, and then I keep a small one in my purse so I can take it around. I do have the mango butter here. I'm just setting it in some warm water so it gets a little loose and I can use it into my glass double boiler here. So right now what I do is take the coconut oil, and then I also take the jojoba oil and I put that together on the double boiler. So that will take about 10 minutes to melt. If you don't have the right vessels, get creative. I just have a wooden spoon here and it is resting. There is a hot debate about using metal in this process. I've never seen any negative effects, but you definitely have to figure it out on your own. Like I said, it's an experiment. So there goes that mango oil in there. I'm going to add my essential oils. I'm going to let this set in the freezer for around 30 to 40 minutes, and then I will see you back. All you're going to need now is a blender so you can blend this all up.
Here I am, right in front of you. Look at me when I say I'm sure what I'm doing, so please let me stay till the morning comes and take me away. So please let me stay. Never mind to apologize our mistakes here and now.
I am having trouble with words today, but this is the consistency that you want. You will see it eventually starts to harden up. It appears to go on greasy, but the mango butter and your skin, it works well together. Your skin is going to absorb this a lot faster than shea butter, but if you'd like to use shea butter, you can do that too. Cocoa butter works as well. So I'm going to put these into my vessels, and they should last me about a month or two. It really depends on how often you use lotion, but I use it quite a bit in the winter here in Colorado. Next up is my homemade shampoo. If you saw in the beginning of the video, my hair just had shampoo in it. I braided it and then slept in it overnight, and that's how my curls come out. I did not have to use any conditioner. This is super moisturizing. If you are a hairdresser in the crowd right now, I do apologize if this offends your livelihood or your way of life, but when you're on a budget and you want to keep your hair looking silky, shiny, and moisturized, this is what I use. So I do have my vessel here. I chose the rose gold top. If you've been here a while, I am obsessed with rose gold and black and rose gold and wood. It matches my wedding ring, so that is why. And then I do have some coconut milk here. You can use whatever kind you want. I just picked up a can from Target. And then I love the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. I always have a bottle of it on hand. Alternatively, you could get the lavender scented and leave the lavender essential oil out of this. Now, the avocado oil is key. You could also use olive oil, really any type of oil that you like. I just really enjoy the avocado oil. I have vitamin E as well as some rosemary and lavender. Rosemary for hair growth and lavender for some scent, although this isn't too strong of a scent. I make mine in one serving at a time. So I do one serving, mix it up, and then I do the second serving, and it gives me about a half of a bottle. I use probably a $50 size amount on my hair. I have like a medium thick hair. It is blonde, not naturally, so it does get super dry. The coconut milk really helps with this. I really encourage you to use this shampoo. It's really helped my hair, not necessarily for hair growth, but it's just kept it moisturized. I have attempted to do my own purple shampoo, which if you're unaware, blondes use it to keep their hair toned and not at a brassy level. I still haven't found a exact consistency for that, but what I did was crush up some blueberries and I put that in there, and it kind of gave it a gray effect. So I definitely have to go back in and see what I can do to make it ashy but not too gray.
I think about you and I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind, or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love, so just tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you.
Next up on the list is the shave cream. My husband loves this. It works really great. There's probably going to be a debate about oil and your pores and ruining a blade. I use this reusable blade that you sharpen. I forget the brand. Honestly, I've tried a bunch of them, but shea butter is key here. You need that for some moisture. And then I get mine on Amazon. I have coconut oil here. It's extra virgin and unrefined cold pressed coconut oil. Of course, any coconut oil is going to work, but I like this one. And then I do have the aromatherapy lavender. It's just a thicker oil, and it has some extra nutrients in it. It's really up to you. You could just use lavender essential oil. And then I have some sweet almond oil. So you just mix this all together, and then same thing like the body butter, you leave it to set, but you're only going to leave it to set around 10 to 15 minutes. And you still have that oil consistency, but it's mixed together and it's cool. And you will see when you blend it together, instead of adding heat, the blender actually mixes the coldness together and it gives you this whipped consistency. It's not going to be the same consistency as shave gel, but it gives you this whipped consistency that you could apply a light layer onto wherever you're shaving and then go from there. Like I said, it will be hotly contested whether oil is good for your pores, but I believe in moderation, the right oils and the amount that you use is going to be key. Again, this is going to be experimental. This is what works for us. My husband really enjoys it, so I encourage you to try this one as well.
Covered, was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess I dreamed so
Next up on the list, my favorite, it is a body scrub. So a sea salt body scrub. You could use sugar alternatively. I grow roses. We have 4 bushes, and then I collect them and dry them and store them in airtight jars and use them throughout the winter in different items such as this body scrub. We all know I love making my own facial toner. I've used it in many different items that I use on my body. So you're going to also need some sort of neutral oil. I'm using coconut oil. You could use whatever you want. And then you're also going to need some sea salt. And then I add vitamin E oil, but it's not necessary. This could be a 3-ingredient scrub. All you're going to do is chop those roses up. I'm lucky. My husband also buys me roses throughout the winter, and I either boil them down and make them into a dye or let them dry out and put them into one of these things. So he's used to it. We have been together for a while. But you chop this up into the jar. You put your coconut oil on there, and then I set it on top of my slotted wooden spoon in the double boiler, so you don't want to put the glass directly into it, but it melts the coconut oil relatively quick, and you're going to add some vitamin E oil in there as well. And then after that, after everything's melted, you're going to take a spoon, put some sugar in there, or salt in this case, and you're going to mix it together. Really depends on what you want. Again, this might be debated because salt takes moisture from your skin. I so believe firmly in getting those dead skin cells off of your skin, and this scrub does it up. So I usually just take this once a week, get all the skin off that is dead and wintry and yuck, and then I follow up with a body butter. So this is really a self-care routine that I've done every Sunday for a while, and it really helps. If you want something self-care wise and you can't leave the home, like most busy mothers, then this video is for you. Here is everything laid out. I think it looks so pretty all put together. Again, not necessary to put it into these jars. You could use mason jars or whatever vessel you have. But I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what kind of botanicals you want to see next. And thank you for watching. I know this one was a bit of a long one. I hope you learned a thing or two.
Alrighty everyone, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope this inspired you to create more items at home. No, I don't necessarily think there is going to be a product, shampoo, body butter, lotion shortage, but I do think that they are going up in price, and if you can make them at home at a very low cost, then why not, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you soon for a $10 meal challenge and some more videos throughout the week. Stay adventurous, stay creative. I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.